We're back on Spotify. Yes, I'm stoked. I got to see her live at the Boardwalk in Sacramento recently. Rainy, thanks for coming by.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Dude, I loved all the music and then your rendition of Alanis Morissette, You Oughta Know. That was had some grit. It was angry. Have you had like a breakup or anything that you could transfer back to for that song?
Oh, fuck yeah. Of course, I've had major breakups. Yes, I've got through some terrible breakups, some traumatizing heart breakage. And yeah, like I feel like a lot of the music that, I put out and Alibis puts out is really it's soul wrenching, it's affecting. And I really try to use a lot of like those experiences that I had in my life, and really try to put that into the music and convey that so that people like they connect to the music. I feel like, at least that's what grabs me as a listener. So as an artist, that's what I try to do for the audience.
I
So
totally agree. You even got a song "Damn Love."
yeah,
I like songs, heartbreak and everything. And how did you
yeah.
pick Alibi? Like, how did you guys get to that name?
Okay, so Alibis came about actually because, I really like the name. I really loved this band called IMX. I don't know if you ever heard them. He's like
No.
very different. It's very it kind of reminds me of like a more theatrical Muse in a way, kind of. But anyway, he had a song called Alibis, and I thought that first that was a really cool name, and then B, music is my alibi, and Chris, my guitarist, both of us are sort of each other's alibi or even ally, really. So, using that word and being able to like really connect and make it feel like we're coming together for something bigger than ourselves, and alibis just really seemed fitting for us. And I loved it all around. Like I felt like it really it's also very theatrical. I'm super theatrical. I don't know if you know my background, but so I felt like it was perfect on all aspects. So
I
yeah.
could tell you're quite a performer. You're very comfortable on stage. You can really belt out, all of the lyrics. Were you in theater arts beforehand?
Yeah, so I did a ton of musical theater and a lot of just professional theater as a kid. And I loved theater so much. I loved acting. I loved everything about it. And, I was great at musicals because I am like a singer, a singer. And so I was very good at it. But, it was lacking for me, like the one thing I really wanted. I didn't always kind of want to play a character. I really wanted to like express myself and like let people know who I am as an artist. So for me, it was like a natural inclination to start writing music and form a band. But I feel like I really bring a lot of that, like first growing up and studying. I studied opera and voice as well. So
Wow.
yeah, so bringing that into the music is so essential for me, and being able to still be theatrical but be able to show aspects of myself was really important. So I'm not just
Yeah.
playing a role, you know what I mean? And I want people to connect to the music. So yeah.
It's giving me Taylor Momsen Pretty Reckless vibes of like you started out
Yeah.
acting, then you want to go into rock or find, what you like. And you've got this really cool look. It's also
Thank you.
like Gwen Stefani kind of in when she got
Yeah.
into like, experimenting with different looks. Do you have a
Hmm.
favorite female vocalist that you kind of looked up to or you dig?
Dude, I loved Gwen Stefani.
Yeah.
She was like an icon for me. Like I would watch the TV and just be mesmerized by her.
Yeah.
I thought she was amazing. I also love Amy Lee a lot. I think Amy Lee's amazing. Our voices, I feel like kind of on the same like vibe of each other. We look very different, but I think that the musically, the style and vocally is similar. But I loved her as well, and I loved Freddie Mercury. Like I thought he was
Yeah.
like badass Queen. So and how theatrical he was, and like he had a operatic voice as well. So yeah, all those singers I really connected to.
You can tell you're a powerhouse. You know what I like
Thank
too is
you.
some girls look cute and then you see them
Mhm.
live and they don't sound the same
Yeah,
and you actually
right.
sound really good live.
Thank you. Yeah, that's so rare these days. I feel
Yeah.
like I feel like I see a lot of singers, and it's all about either lip syncing or just using tuning stuff, or I forgot. I that sounds really stupid, tuning stuff, but I actually don't use any of those things, so I don't even know the names of them. But I know a lot of bands use them, and no gripe against them or anything. But I feel like there's something to be said about singers who can really deliver live. There's just a
Yeah.
connection with the audience, and like when I see Amy Lee live, or I see like someone who's just an epic singer, like I think also Matt Bellamy from Muse, I think is an amazing singer.
Yeah.
Like singers like that can really stand the test of like singing like that. Like there's something mesmerizing about that, and just shocking and otherworldly in a way. So I really try to bring it on stage and live and just really make it a great show.
No, it was fun. And that's why I was thinking we need you at Aftershock. I know
I
we're kind of
know.
booked this year, but next
I
year
know.
we gotta
Yes.
have you at Aftershock on
Have
stage.
to, have to. I have to play. Alibis has to be there. We would love to be there. We'll play at 11. I don't care.
Yeah.
Anytime. Just fucking put us on. So, you know.
Yeah. You know what's
Yeah.
funny is a lot of important people end up seeing the beginner band. So people even go, "Oh, I'm the first band," but a lot of us
Yeah.
have to run and work, and whether it's media or PR people or stuff, so you're kind of free from 11 to 12 before all the crazy stuff happens. So sometimes everyone only sees the first opener band. So when people go, "Oh, I got the opener slot," that's actually a really good slot that a lot of big people are
Totally.
seeing. So
Yeah. Oh,
don't
see,
don't knock
I
it.
didn't know all that, and but see, yeah, like I think one of my friends played 2 years, or maybe yeah, 2 years ago, and I think they were the opening slot too, and there were still a lot of people, and it was great. I was there. I wish I was on stage, but I'm hoping that like with the gods above, that maybe they'll put us on for next year. So
That'd be so cool. Or Sonic Temple, any
yeah.
of the DWP
Oh
fests. Yeah.
yes, yes, please
And
God.
you're in LA, right? You're based in
Yeah.
LA. How long
Yeah,
have
I
you
live
been
in
down there?
Hollywood. So
Oh,
I lived in Hollywood 3 years now. So and I grew up in Orange County, so not too far away from Hollywood, but it's a whole nother beast living here. And
it is. Because like I said,
but
my
on
mom
it,
was in Orange County, so I kind of like I got exposed to Orange County first when I was 18
yeah,
of, oh, SoCal is very different from NorCal. We're almost like two different states, right? Because NorCal is really
yeah,
hippie, laid back. We're like stoners in the woods. And
yeah,
then you go to SoCal and everyone's like, what's your bag? Does your bag match your shoes in Orange County? And so I
yes,
got schooled
yes,
on like designer, brands when I was 18 that I didn't know
yeah.
about. And then I start driving to LA and I'm like, what the fuck is LA? I love this. But it was nothing like Orange County and they're like an hour apart. It was wild.
Dude, they're so different. It's like night and
Yeah.
day. And I grew up there too, so I totally get what you're saying. Growing up in Orange County, it's very safe and it's very
Yes.
beautiful. It is very beautiful. Like, it's a great place to raise kids. It's a great place if you want to be around a lot of beauty. But for
Yeah.
me, I was so fucking bored a lot of the time that like finally moving to LA, and like granted, Hollywood's not the best place to live. Like I would love to live in a little bit more expensive areas, but I am really
Yeah.
grateful that I'm here because like I'm around so many other artists and so many other like creative people. I'm able to fucking go do anything all the time. I don't feel like I'm isolated and things don't close at 10. So I
100%.
that's I'm grateful to be here for that aspect.
You're in the mix too. You're close to entertainment, everything going on. I feel like the best place before it burnt down was Pacific Palisades because you could drive
Yes.
off the freeway on Sunset Boulevard and be at the Whiskey or the Rainbow and Viper, but yet you're like out of the madness and like by the beach. I don't know. That's like my favorite LA
Oh,
like
dude, I love
spot.
Pacific. No, I love Pacific Palisades. Pacific Palisades, it was so beautiful. I really hope that like it comes back and everyone grows
Yeah.
grows. Everyone builds their houses. I can't talk today, but
I wish we could plant a seed and a house grew from the seed like a tree. Honestly, no, like maybe
me
like that's
too.
I'm in. Like I paid a lot for this house and I would have rather grown it from a seed. So
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, with AI technology now, who fucking knows the sky's the
yeah.
limit. So maybe that's gonna happen, Steph.
Gosh, I hope I need a boyfriend and I don't want it to be AI. I don't want to end up with like a virtual
No,
reality boyfriend.
dude,
I need a real
no.
one.
No, I've heard so many people talking about that and how they like are maybe like I don't know. I heard a couple people they're like maybe I would have like an AI girlfriend. I'm like, are you serious? Like for real? I don't know. I could never do that, but whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
some people, I guess, don't knock it, but yeah, I hope not. I
No.
hope AI is not a thing forever. But
So you guys just did a little tour up to NorCal and stuff. What is like
yeah,
some advice you can give for some of the newer bands that are listening to my show when you want a tour on how to pack or how to even book a tour? What would you give them as advice?
sure. Well, we got really lucky. We had a manager that that found us and then like started help asking other booking agents, and they kind of started booking little tours, and we have another one coming up at the end of October that we haven't released or we haven't put out the dates yet. But I would say like really just grind, like play all the, especially like if you don't know how to book a tour, and to be honest, like that's like one thing I just barely learned is like, okay, this is how like planning out like routing and where are you going to play at this place and whatnot. I would say grind and play all like local shows as much as you can, have the local scene get to know you. And usually like if something usually pops up that's like I kind of am a big believer in like the universe and like things happening for a reason. I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of the time, like if you're in the right place at the right time, and a lot of times people are, something like that will happen. If you want to book your own tour, definitely. We were on another very small tour that another band booked a couple of years before that, and it's definitely just calling each venue and trying to line up dates within, and making sense with routing. And then what was the other question you asked?
Just like how to pack, what would you pack? What's
Oh,
your advice of like when you're gonna go on
oh.
tour, what should you bring or something that maybe we'd be surprised that you'd bring?
Sure. Well, I am the worst person to fucking ask this question because I have like the biggest suitcase in the world. Like
You bring
I mean,
everything.
I do. I'm getting better. I'm getting better because I
Okay.
just I don't really know. And some each day's a vibe, and you don't really know how you feel, and it's an experiment. And but I do try to like minimize it because as much as I possibly can. I think for me, I like to like at least plan like what am I going to wear for some of the shows, and I'll plan an outfit for each of them. But I do bring like kind of backups. I'll bring like what if I don't want to wear that, or one time I had a mishap on stage and my dress like rolled all the way up, and that was great. It was
Yeah.
latex, and yeah, it was wonderful. Everyone saw everything. So
That's
uh,
fun.
yeah, it was
I
great. I
like you're
mean,
wilder like me though. Like I like wearing wild things when I interview. It's just exciting. I get to express
yeah,
myself. So I liked your like duct tape and like see-through
thank
stuff.
you.
That's really fun.
Yeah, and I felt like I like to kind of like I like to bring something unique and different to the table. I feel like, it makes people more excited and me more excited and learn like about myself and how I kind of want to express myself externally. So I'm still like learning about like how do I want to look? And it's all kind of an experiment. I don't know if I'll ever stop
Yeah.
experimenting, but it's just a journey to where I get. So
No, they
yeah.
say midlife, you're just teenage you with more confidence and dressing how
Yeah.
you wanted to when you were younger, but you're like, fuck
Yeah.
what people's opinions. I'm gonna wear what I
Yeah,
want to wear. So I like it. Yeah.
totally, totally. That's where I'm at, and I'm like I'm starting to have a lot of fun and just kind of like experiment. And I've a lot of people really like it. They're like, oh, that one kind of because it's kind of like it was like it had cherry blossoms on it and whatnot, and I did kind of like it reminded me of a garbage kind of look, like a Shirley Manson kind of.
Yeah.
So
I like
I was
that.
just trying different stuff. Yeah.
That's
So
great.
yeah. So I don't know. As far as packing, God, I'm the worst to ask. So don't ask me that.
I'm the opposite. I literally am so bad. I'll take a grocery bag and I'll like throw a toothbrush and like an extra shirt in a grocery bag. And I've literally gone on tour buses or just gone on airplanes with like a grocery bag of shit. And
No
I'm nuts.
fucking way.
Yes.
Really?
I just like
Dude.
don't care. And I'll buy something like at a mall or a next stop. And I don't think I could do this anymore, but back in the day,
No. Yeah,
like
yeah,
before
yeah,
kids, and I just
yeah.
didn't give a fuck. Sometimes I'm like, "Oh, I gotta buy deodorant." I didn't bring it, and it's
No,
like
no, you
crazy.
you're like, fuck, I guess I gotta go to the store.
Yeah, yeah, it happens.
Yeah. No,
Um,
yeah, I try to avoid, I mean, I try to not bring a lot of stuff, but it's very difficult for me. So I don't know. I'm a little more anal on that
Most
factor.
hot girls like options of clothes and
Yes.
things. Like it's a
That's,
common. It goes
yes,
together. Yeah.
yes,
Can I
yes,
ask you fun random questions?
yes. I love that.
Okay. What do you think is the sexiest accent?
God, an English accent. I like love those. And I dated a guy once that had an English accent years ago. But and I used to, it was funny because I would like kind of like go on and kind of make fun of his accent, but I thought it was really hot. So yeah,
Yeah. Sometimes when
yeah.
we tease you, we actually like you. It's a
It's
secret.
that's exactly what I did. I was like, it was fun, and I was playing along, and I found myself randomly going into an English accent, even though it was bad. So, but
Have
yeah,
you
I think
been
it.
to England?
I have. That's the band. Our very first tour was in the UK. So
Nice.
yeah, we did
How
like
did
a
they
week
receive
tour there.
you? What did they say?
Amazing. It was
Cool.
so good. Like we got so many, we had so many new fans. We had so many people come up to us and they were like, wow, and this is your first tour. And we were like, yeah, this is our first tour. And we're just we got invited here. So we're taking what we got, and it
Dude,
was
you're
so much
going
fun.
overseas already to like Beatles and Bowie origination right away. You guys got lucky. That's awesome.
We did. We this is a very lucky band. I've been in another couple bands, and this one, a lot of things that have never happened, to me are happening now. So I'm very grateful for it. And
Very
yeah,
cool.
UK was awesome. So
Very
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
What's your favorite animal?
A cat.
I like cats. Do you have a
I
cat?
I do. She's sleeping,
Oh, what
but
color?
she's tuxedo. It's black
Mine
and white.
too.
No way.
Yeah. So I had never heard this. I bartend and I was at work last week and this guy asked me if I had a cat and I said tuxedo and he said all the crazy girls have a tuxedo cat. I didn't know
Oh,
that.
we're fucking crazy. No,
I'm
no
I'm
way.
not
Really?
disagreeing with that, but
No,
that's what
no.
I haven't Googled it yet, but I thought it'd be like a black cat or like a ginger
Mhm.
cat or something. But I love tuxies now. She's 5 and I'm obsessed.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I love cats. I think they're badass, and yeah,
And independent too, you
that's
know.
why I like them. I love dogs too. So don't get me wrong. I'm not one of those people. I love dogs. Like if a dog's walking by, I'm gonna be like, "Oh my god, can I stop and pet your dog?" type situation.
Yeah.
I love dogs. I love all animals, but cats, it's easier also for me because I'm able to like kind of do my own thing, and having a dog is a lot of responsibility. So
Yes,
yes,
I agree.
yes.
Do you have a favorite actor?
Yeah, I would say Christian Bale. He's
I
an
like him.
Aquarius like me, and he's very
Oh,
hot. Yeah, he's like super. I think he's hot, and he's just
I'm trying to get over
mysterious.
an Aquarius right now.
Who?
I can't say his name on the podcast
Oh,
because he's kind of well known, but you guys are artsy and innovative and
yes.
deep thinkers and kind of confusing. It's a hot sign, but I'm trying to move on from an
You're like,
Aquarius. Dang it.
get me the fuck out of here. We're crazy, you know?
Yeah, but in a good
Yes.
way, in a
Yeah,
fun and
definitely.
very intellectual too, usually.
I am highly attracted to men who I can have a conversation with. Like
Yeah,
if I can't talk to you about shit, like the mind is what attracts me. So, and if
me
you're
too.
hot, then obviously that's like a double whammy for me. I'm like, "Oh." So, but yeah, so
Yeah,
yes, Aquariuses are awesome, but we are crazy. So,
yeah.
yeah.
Um, do you have a dream vacation spot?
Um, I I've always wanted to go to Fiji, although I've never been there.
Me neither.
Um, I've never been there, and I love Mexico though. Like I've gone to Mexico a handful of times, and I love this place called like Puerto Vallarta, and I also love this place called Puerto Morelos. Like Mexico's like special. There's something like really special about it. I know a lot of people are going down to like Tulum, and it's like really cool to go to Tulum now. I don't know if you've ever been there.
I have, and I've done a lot of trips to Mexico. Just my mom in Orange County, and we did that cruise. And I
Yeah,
bet you've done the Catalina wine mixer. The
of
Catalina
course I
Island.
have.
That's just such a popular,
Yeah,
destination,
yeah,
even though it's like 2 seconds away.
yeah.
I don't. You look like you came off a plane from France, though, so I like
I
it.
know. All I need is I got a beret now, so I just need my cigarette. And then I feel like I would look
Yeah,
super intellectual and like super like ready to talk about life. So
yeah, and fashion, and I'll be like, let me
yeah,
ask you, what's hot, what's new right
uh,
now?
totally. I'm just experimenting with the whole beret thing. I really like it, and no one else
Yeah.
does it. And I'm like, this is fun. So I tried to wear it on stage one of the shows, but it flew off. So I don't know, but we're trying it. So
I looked like such an American, and I'm sure they teased me. I was 19 when I was in Paris, and I wore a
yeah.
beret, but with like white American tennis shoes. So I looked like such a tourist, and like nobody said anything. But looking back now that I'm older, I'm like, what a weirdo in all those photos. But I tried.
No,
Um,
you did try.
okay, what do you hate doing more, dishes or laundry?
Oh God. I think laundry.
Yeah.
Um, because then I have to like go through it's a fuck ton of laundry. Like it's a lot usually. And I feel like that's almost easier, but dishes I find this like weird release from like it being done and clean. But like laundry is like, oh God, where am I gonna fucking put all these clothes? Like it's just so much work and yeah, they stay in the laundry basket for a while and then they're dirty again. So that, yeah.
Do you like to wait kind of till there's a lot and you're like, okay, I got to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll wear clothes the same time, which is up. Like I'll wear them a couple times. I know some people are
Oh,
like, oh,
I've
you're
done that.
dirty.
I'll spray a bunch
Oh
of
yeah.
perfume on like there's this really cute skirt I actually have. It's like a golf skirt, but when I wash it, it doesn't well, like I think it needs to be dry clean, but I'm not gonna dry clean. So I'll just
No.
take a bunch of perfume on the skirt and spray it, and I've totally rocked it a couple times. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah. So that's me too. So
it
whatever. If any
happens.
yeah, all the time. So whatever.
Dirty girls are more fun.
They are.
Oh, do you have a goal you want to achieve before the end of 2025?
God, I would have said playing Aftershock, but I don't know if that's gonna happen.
I know. Well, we're still gonna tag Aftershock. We're still gonna
Yes.
tag him. So
Totally, totally. Um, if not 2025, I think is going to be finishing up this new tour that we have and getting all of our songs. We just went to Nashville to record. We had three different songs that we did in Nashville with our producer there, and then we're doing one song with the producer here. That's our friend. So getting those, making sure that those are all finished and ready to go, so that we can release them at the beginning of the next year. That's my
way
goal. Other
cool.
than maybe playing Aftershock. So
Yeah, we want you there. So, okay, tell us where to find you guys and all the goodies.
yeah, so we're Alibis. So you can find us on Instagram Alibis underscore music. Or, I'm sorry, Alibis underscore official. The same with Facebook Alibis official, and then our TikTok is also Alibis official. So you can find us all on that, and then our website is alibismusic.com. So find us on
Perfect.
all of that. And yeah, make sure to come say hi to us and add us, please.
Thank you so much for stopping by Steph's Rock Show.
Thank you for having me. I've been so excited. I can wait. So thank you.